Hi everybody, this is BigDog with impromptu card tricks for seniors and people that may be locked down at home because of the coronavirus pandemic. Today's video is a tutorial on my trick called Magic Spell. To see a performance of Magic Spell, click on the video link below and check it out. And you may want to do that before you watch an explanation on how to do the trick, because it won't make much sense otherwise. So this trick starts out with a normal deck of cards. It can be in any order, doesn't matter. You can have the spectator shuffle the cards, and the spectator picks out any card at random. At this point, we're going to make 3 piles of cards in order to bury the spectator's card in the deck. The only thing that we have to do at this point is figure out what the bottom card in the deck is. Now there's several ways to do it. One, you might just shuffle the cards like this. And in that case, I noticed that the bottom card was the Ace of Clubs. Another way to do it might be to do a riffle, something like that. And I noticed when I riffled the cards that the bottom card on this hand was the Ace of Spades, so now it's the bottom card. If I riffle again and want to keep the Ace of Spades on the bottom, just make sure I riffle this part first. So we still have, that wasn't a very good riffle, but we still have the Ace of Spades on the bottom. Ace of Spades still on the bottom. Another way to do it is just mix up cards and simply glance at the bottom. When you're doing that, I noticed it was the 2 of hearts, so now the 2 of hearts is on the bottom. So in any case, we determine what it is. It's now the 8 of hearts, and we're going to make our 3 piles of cards out here, make them about equal. And we're going to have the spectator place his cards on one of these piles here. And let's say they put it right here. Then we pick up the cards like this with this pile where we know the bottom card is the 8 of hearts, so that we put it right on top of their card, and then pick up the third pile like that, so that the target card is about 1/3 of the way down the deck, and we know it's right after the 8 of hearts, so the 6 of hearts is their target card. Now the only thing that might be a wrinkle in this is if they will do this 1/3 of the time, if they put their card on top of the same pile that has the bottom card that we've memorized. If that's the case, then you pick up the cards like this. You cut each of these piles in half. And then just pick them up with this pile in the middle, like that. We want to make sure that the target card doesn't get any further down than maybe halfway through the deck. Now we know our card that was on the bottom is the 8 of hearts, and their target card is the 6 of hearts. Now all we're going to do is place in random piles all 52 cards. It'll take a minute, but we can do it quickly. And what I usually do is something like this, and of course we're looking for the 8 of hearts, which was the card that was on the bottom. And when we see that, we don't stop or anything. I usually put the next card up here, and then just keep going like this. At this point, what we want to do, we know their target card is the 6 of hearts. We want to start a pile down here that has enough cards in it to spell out 6 of hearts. And the way I usually do that is while I'm placing cards down here, in my head, certainly not out loud, I'm counting out S, I, X, O, F, H, E, A, R, T, S. So now I have enough cards here to spell out 6 of hearts. All I have to do now is when I pick up the cards, I pick them up in this order. Their target card right here at the top of this pile. And I put it right on top of this one. And then just pick up the rest of them and put them on the bottom of the pile. So at this point, it's always a good idea to throw in a few fancy false cuts, some basic false cuts. Click on the video links shown on your screen if you need some tutorials on how to do basic or fancy false cuts. So at this point, I like to get the spectator's sympathy by going like this and saying, this part of the trick is really amazing because I know that your card is right there. And of course it's not. I knew it wasn't going to be. And they say, of course, no, that's not my card. And then I'll say something like, I knew that all along because I know that your card is the 2 of hearts. And of course it's not. We know that it's the 6 of hearts. But I go ahead and I say, okay, and I'm going to find it by spelling it out this time. And of course, you usually get a sort of a funny look on their face. And most of the time, at this point, they don't say, that wasn't my card. You know, I guess because they're feeling sorry for me or something, but they usually don't. So I'll say, okay, I know your card is the 2 of hearts. I'm going to find out spelling it out, T-W-O-O-F. And then I say, before I get too many cards out here, was the 2 of hearts, right? And that's when they say, no, it wasn't. So when I pick up these cards, make sure you put them back on the top. Throw in another fancy false cut maybe. And plugging ahead, you say, well, what was your card? And that's when they'll say it was the 6 of hearts. And then you can do this, a 6 of hearts, so that's SIXOFHEARTS. I call this trick magic spell. This is BigDog with impromptu card tricks for seniors and people that might be locked down at home because of the coronavirus pandemic. Thanks for watching my video, and thanks for running with the Big Dog.